Mr. President, since you left office, there have been a number of books that have come out, deeply sourced from Democratic sources, that claim in your final year there was a dramatic decline in your cognitive abilities. In the final year of your presidency, what is your response to these allegations, or are these sources wrong?
They are wrong. There's nothing to sustain that, number one. Number two, you know, think of what we were left with. We were left with a circumstance where we had an insurrection when I started, not since the Civil War. We had a circumstance where we were in a position that the pandemic, because of the incompetence of the last outfit, end up over 1 million people dying, And we're also in a situation where we found ourselves unable to deal with a lot of just basic issues, and which I won't go into in the interest of time. And so we went to work, and we got it done. And you know, one of the things
Can it be that the Democrats really have nothing? I mean, I believe they don't have anything, but are they this desperate that they're bringing Joe Biden and Dr. Jill out from wherever they've been hiding and bringing them on The View? They want you to believe that Joe is as sharp as ever, you know, because for 4 years in the White House, he was as sharp as a tack. He knew exactly what was going on, and there was zero cognitive decline. And Alyssa Farah asked him if any of the allegations of his cognitive decline were true in the several books that have been written since he left the White House. And of course, he disagrees. He was working hard. He was getting things done every day. But when he started to stutter and mumble and make faces like, "Where the hell am I?" good old Dr. Jill had to come in once again for the rescue.
And so we went to work, and we got it done. And you know, one of the things and
Alyssa, you know, one of the things I think is that the people who wrote those books were not in the White House with us, and they didn't see how hard Joe worked every single day. I mean, he'd get up, he'd put in a full day, and then at night I'd be in bed, you know, reading my book, and he was still on the phone reading his briefings, working with staff. I mean, it was nonstop. It's the White House. Being president is not like a job. It's a lifestyle. It's a life that you live. You live it 24 hours a day. That phone can ring at 11 o'clock at night or 2 in the morning. It's constant. You never leave it. And Joe worked really hard. I think he was a great president. And if you look at things today, give me Joe Biden anytime.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I know he's an elderly man, and I know that he's failing. But you have to laugh, because they think people actually believe that he has any idea what he's talking about, or where he even is, for that matter. And Dr. Jill had to take over because, you heard him, we got it done. And, well, that's for another time, or whatever he said. And then the good doctor takes over. And she explained to us that Joe Biden was the hardest working president ever. She's told us, you didn't see what was happening in the White House. Of course we didn't. Joe didn't see it either, because he was sleeping most of the time. But while she was in bed reading her book, Joe was up reading briefs, taking phone calls, or dealing with staff issues. I'm here to tell you, my friends, that is an outright lie. How many times did we hear when Joe Biden was president that he would get up around 10 a.m., go do a couple of things, go somewhere else, God knows where, nobody saw him, and then by 8 or 9 p.m., he was tucked away for the night. The only time we saw him out late is if he had to be, say, at the State of the Union address or something like that, where they probably gave him some epinephrine or something to keep him up for as long as he could stay up. This show right here, they should be ashamed of themselves. Bringing those two on and trying to convince us that they were so much better than President Trump, that everything that's happening right now is bad, and they would much rather have Joe Biden back in the White House today than Donald J. Trump. Well, what we're seeing today is illegal immigration down historically, mass deportations of dangerous criminals. Our military is becoming stronger. Everyone's whining over the tariffs, but all of the countries that were hit with tariffs want to come to the bargaining table because they know they have nothing. They will lose against the United States and President Trump. Joe Biden did none of that. He opened the floodgates to illegal criminals. He let people go broke and pay every penny they had to live, to drive, to eat. And yeah, prices are still high right now. It's only been a few months. It takes a lot longer than a few months to repair the damage from the Biden administration. We all knew from when Joe Biden took office that he was failing. And the longer his term went, the worse he got, the less we saw of him, and we had to listen to the fairy tales and lies coming from Karine Jean-Pierre every day in the White House briefing room. The mainstream media covered for him, the big magazines covered for him, everyone covered for him. And all the Hollywood celebrities, like all those windbags on The View, they covered for him every chance they got. They had never seen a man so smart and so attentive to the country's needs. It's all a fairy tale. Why don't they let this man just go rest? You could tell by watching those clips that Joe has no idea where he is. And if he even does know where he is, he has no idea why. He has nothing to say. It was all stuttering and mumbling and nonsense. And then the great doctor had to come in and rescue him one more time. Enough is enough with the liberalism. Let it go. Our country's coming back. Joe Biden was never any good. He continues to be no good, and he never will be any good. He did nothing for this country but flush it down the toilet, and it's coming back strong because of Donald J. Trump.